Hello, what's up everybody, Sar here, and in today's Sign of Life video I'm going to share the 4 questions you need to ask yourself right now if you want to make a change. So I want to share something that happened to me last week. My friend added me to this self-improvement Facebook group, which is where people are supposed to be engaged in a positive discussion about life. You probably know that most Facebook groups tend to become inactive or just full of spam. But this group was different. It was active and it had no spam, supposedly. There were definitely no adverts, Facebook viruses, yet everything still looked like a huge pile of spam to my eyes, so I ended up leaving the group immediately. Here's what all of the posts in that group looked like. While this quote might be amazing, I just don't find any value in motivational quotes. Here is what actually happens when I stumble upon a motivational quote, okay? I take 5 seconds to read it. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Then I take another 10 or 15 seconds to digest it. It's got a point. But guess what happens next? Nothing really. I just carry on with my life. As meaningful or inspiring as a quote might be, it's also meaningless if all we do is just read it. Speaking of which, I've recently joined Quora, and yes, that's the right way to pronounce it. Quora. In case you don't know it, it's a website where you can ask literally any question and also answer a question in a field of your expertise. Anyway, after I signed up, I started browsing the website, and within just a few minutes, something became very clear to me. Many questions on the website were almost identical, but they weren't written by the same person. They just had a common theme. It went something like this. Question: how can you change your life within less than 7 days? It's supposed to be somebody else. Or this question, which is almost the same. Question: what is the one tip that will help me improve my life? That was so bad. I'm probably not gonna star in a big movie. Let's move on. A quick search on a website revealed hundreds of similar questions, all of which have thousands of answers and comments. But the answer to all of those questions should be simple. Life is not a motivational quote. There isn't one ultimate tip that can help you improve your life. And there isn't a secret formula for winning in life, whatever that means. Now, of course, you can change your life. It might be in 7 days or even a minute, but that's just the first step. Because a change is a process, not the outcome. Things that are easy to change are almost always the less important ones. Real achievements require real effort, and that's where most people get stuck. I hear a lot of people say, I don't know how to change my life. They want to become a better version of themselves, and they want to live a more fulfilled life, and that's exactly the point. They don't know how to. Perhaps we're just wired to look for shortcuts, ways to get things done without wasting much energy. Maybe that's why we think that simply by joining the gym, we'll be able to change our health or the way we look. Just by downloading this dating app, we'll immediately find a life companion. And if you think about it, that's probably the reason why we've fallen in love with motivational quotes in the first place. They provide an instant insight without a struggle. But if you want to make a change, I've prepared a list of 4 questions you need to ask yourself to help you make that change. Question number 1. What? Get clear on what it is that you actually want to change. And take your time, don't rush into it. Prepare a list of all the things you want to change in yourself or in your life. It could be anything: your job, your relationships, your personal traits, your looks. Question number 2. Why? Take a look at your list, observe each and every item, and ask yourself why you want this change to happen. Do you really want this to happen, or are you just trying to please someone else? Here's a simple rule. If you struggle to find a good reason why you want this change to happen, don't do it. Question number 3. How? Now that you're left with a list of changes that are actually valuable to you, ask yourself this: how can I make these changes happen? Think of reasonable steps you're actually going to be able to follow. Be creative and do not look for shortcuts. And remember, I'm going to say it again because it's so important. A change is a process, not just an end goal. Question number 4. When? When will you start? When will you move to step 2? When will you reflect back at your previous steps? You can write yourself some reminders and add specific steps into your calendar. And one last thing which is ideal to do, but a lot of people don't do, is to set yourself deadlines for each step to keep yourself committed and disciplined. Before I finish today's Sign of Life video, I'd like to make myself clear. These 4 questions won't magically change your life just by reading them. You have to do the work. You have to take action in order to achieve your desired changes. You have to be committed and understand that a change is a process that needs to be practiced constantly. That's it. Thank you so much for watching today's Sign of Life video. What changes have you gone through recently? Please share your tips in the comment section below and inspire us all. If you want to support Sign of Life, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe and hit that bell button. As always, I'm going to link my article on Medium in the description below if you want to read more about today's video. And don't forget, it's never too late to fulfill yourself.